hello, hello. I am so happy to see you. I'm glad that you're feeling great. I am too. What a wonderful, wonderful day it is to spend this time together. I'm Paula Andrea Pyle, and this is Mode of Cosmic Therapy, or so they tell me. What is Mode of Cosmic Therapy? It's just living life to the fullest, doing whatever it is that brings you the most joy and contentment and fulfillment and sense of productivity. You know, the Bible says, be fruitful and multiply. So you are to not hide your gifts and talents beneath a bush, but share them. Share them in any way that you so choose. Mode of cosmic therapy. Yep, we all have a mode of cosmic therapy. You know, look up. Your redemption draweth nigh. And I say that because so many times there are people who would like to say that things are disconnected, that we are not connected to the heavens and the galaxies and the universes beyond this one. But we are. We are connected to everything and everyone, and these beautiful flowers, for example, they are so much a part of me, they're a part of you. If you can see them, they're part of your world. Everything that you can see, feel, hear, and touch, and smell, and incorporate, and most especially those things that you can't see, feel, hear, or touch, are part of your world. Your world as you are inhabiting it. If you really believe you're here to start with, then you must know that you are the creator, inhabitor, initiator, and demonstrator of that world. You can and will and shall do whatever it is that you so deem fit. All right, you see all these books? Oh, for any of those of you who have never seen me before, let me clue you in as to how I go about doing what I do, because I don't have a clue. Like I'm telling you, I don't have a clue. And if I did, I couldn't do it. I mean, I really couldn't do it. If I had to sit here and try to follow some sort of plan or some sort of agenda, itinerary, I couldn't do it. It's just not what makes me me. Now, that does not mean that it's wrong for people, you yourself, to follow schedules and plans and ideas and all those things. If you need them and it works for you, and setting those goals turns your flicker, then flick it up and set them on. But the best, the absolute best, Mitzi, I'm trying to stay in this seat so I don't start writing so much, but I don't want to forget that word best. I'm going to take a word, many words. That's what I was going to tell y'all. How this show unfolds is a word jumps out just like best did, and there'll be a theme hidden in that word and the words that will follow that. And I just get on this horse and I ride it. It's a sublime, sacred horse. And just like old mule, after working in the tobacco fields all day, knows how to get to the barn, I don't have to worry about what's going to take place in this hour. I don't have to think about it one bit. It just comes out and I go with it. And that's how your life is. You don't have to try to orchestrate it or manipulate it or connive or worry or doubt or fear or construe or plan or do those things to annihilate the enemy or bring in somebody that's going to help you, find that person that's going to help you along. That's not true. That's not true at all. What is true, I got to do that word too. Mitzi, I got to do that word, but let me finish saying this. What is true is that nothing can be robbed of you. Nothing. Nothing can be held back from you. Nothing are you going to miss out on. None of these things. Everything that you are supposed to experience in this life as an earth experience, you will experience. It would be impossible to prevent it from happening. Okay. 2 words I heard. I'm going to jump up there, Mitzi. Oh, I'm going to use numerology. I might be using some psychology, astrology, philosophy, the Bible, the I Ching, the tarot, the Tree of life, I don't know what I'm going to use. I have no idea. But I am going to use some numerology. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it so much because, like I said, I'm seeing it for the first time. Just like you. This is brand new stuff to me. I'm looking at it and I'm hearing it for the first time, just like y'all. So I have such a fun time. I come here and I play. I absolutely play. So the two words that I heard jump out were best. Whoa, how pretty. Mint C. That is a pretty color. 2, 5. Well, am I going to hold them out? Let's go hold them out. Okay? Now, there's always hidden messages in words. You think you know what words mean, but you don't know them at all. And if I ever do this particular word again on another show, I might have an entirely different message on that day because I'm following a theme that, like I said, I'm riding this horse and this horse knows where it's going. So anyway, this is going to be the heart of best today. And the personality that's locked in this word is, oh my goodness sakes, get out of here. We got 2 5s. You see that? 4 and 1 is 5. 5 and 5. That's a 10. But 5 always means movement. Always. 5 always means learning. 5 always means, this never changes, experience. 5 always means never changes. 5 always means never changes. Sexual activity. Okay? Now, it's got double. So much means some sexual activity is doggone good, ain't it? If it's 2 times that, that's the best you can do. Why? I've done another show on, sacred orgasms. You'll have to turn up there and find it on the internet. But we are having the best experience that we could possibly have right this minute. Right this minute. I couldn't be doing one thing that would be more fun, more fulfilling, more exaggeratedly orgasmic than I'm doing right this minute. Right where my feet are. Why? Because I'm not thinking about yesterday, tomorrow, 5 minutes ago, and I'm not anticipating what's coming up next. That means looking into the future and planning what it's going to be, or worrying about whether this show is going to turn out wrong, right, indifferent. It's going to be the only way it can be. It's going to be the best show that it could possibly be because I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just letting it flow and I'm riding that horse. Anyway, this 10 also means, okay, this 10 means the wheel, if you want to ascribe to something like this. If you don't, the wheel of karma, okay? But you could call that cause and effect. If I put the tab, or whatever this is, a little cap on this writing tool, then that was the cause. This is the effect. The marker was uncapped. When I put it on there, now it's capped. That's cause and effect. Nothing in life that you do, say, feel, hear, experience is without this. But this is also called the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot cards. I might look that up. I might not. It all depends upon which way this Wheel of Fortune, that's what I was going to say, in the tarot cards. I might look it up. But anyway, all through your life, you're continuously going around in circles and cycles. Circles and cycles. So when you're up here on top, and I'm not just talking about missionary position. I'm talking about sometimes you're going to be on the bottom. All right? So you're going to go around and around. So when you're here, you can believe you're going to be here. But when you're here, you can believe you're going to be back there. Your total life is this. And what this word is saying, each place, you want to call them months? You want to call them January, February, March, April, May, June, July? You want to go around? Well, you want to call them days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You want to call them hours? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6. You want to call them years? 1978, 1993, 1942, 2025. What do you want to call them? Your entire life, each of those segments, each segment that you are experiencing is the best you can have. So what do you want to do? You want to say, I am healthy, I am happy, I am terrific. Happy, healthy, and terrific I am, because I'm alive and I'm participating in these segments. And each one of them are the best that they can be. There's no better. There's no better. There's nothing. You couldn't walk in here and offer me $1 million. I mean, of course I would take it if that's part of this moment. But because you haven't, the fact that you haven't doesn't mean that this moment isn't filled with $1 million in joy inside of myself. The same way with you. Each moment. You know, the Bible. There goes some of that good Bible talk again. The grace, my grace is sufficient for thee in the fullness thereof. So what happens in that day is perfect for me, perfect for you. It is the best moment you could have. You can't do anything to add to that best, because you're going to keep traveling. You're going to keep traveling. If you're breathing, you're going to keep traveling round and around and around. Remember what I said? That was movement. Oh yeah, it's all up there. As long as you're going to be alive, you're going to keep moving, because you're spinning, you're vibrating, you're going to keep learning, you're going to keep experiencing, you're going to keep experimenting, and you're going to engage in some sexual activity while you are alive. That's what you're going to do. And I tell you, that's the best that you can do. Now, what was the other word I wanted to say? Oh, true. We want to do true. I said I wasn't going to get up here right to start with, Mitzi. Here I am. Okay, true. We got a 20. I'm going to change pens again. Go back to that green thing, because it's 2015. It's a green thing. Okay, 20. You know, mother, father, child, God. It is also shin. That's a Hebrew letter. This is what it is. Fire. Okay, what's that? 18, that's the moon. 21, that's the dance. Good gracious, it's covering everything. That word true is covering everything, Mitzi. I haven't even finished it. Then it ends with that 5. The very 5 we're talking about over here in best. So, the end of it, the end of the matter is the best of the matter, and the end of the matter is the beginning of the matter. How is that so, Paula? Because you're on this wheel, and you're going to go around and around and around and around and around. You got back to the beginning, start back around. So where are you going to say the end is? Here, 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 here. All of it's the best, all of it's true. All right, let's go. We got a 26, and we've got a 38. That's unusual. 20 and 38. So what is that going to make that? Oh, that is going to make that a 64. But let me do it, 2 and 6 is 8, 3 and 8 is 11. 8, 11, what's that, 19 equals a 1. Okay? That is the sun again. You know how I feel about that sun because of the nitrogen, and we are nitrogen creatures, gobbling up creatures. We eat the plants. The plants get the nitrogen. Or we eat the cows that eat the plants that has the nitrogen. Or we drink the water that the rain falls to the earth that we get the nitrogen. We're nitrogen creatures, I'm telling you. We're full of fire. Fire. Mother, father, son, child. There it is. Okay, true. 64. According to the I Ching, that's inner truth. That's what that is. And what else I see in that true, watch this. True, true. Do you see it, Mitzi? Do you see it? Do you see this word? It jumped off this page. You are, let me just check these letters off, just show how it's falling. You are E.T. Paula, what did you just say? I said, you are an E.T. You are an extraterrestrial. Why is that so hard to believe? Where did we come from? We're not staying here. We're only here for a short while. We existed before we got here, and we're going to exist after we drop this shell, this spaceship, this spacesuit. That's true? You are E.T. How about that? And the number of it was inner truth. Inner truth? And what is the rest of it? Oh, it was a 19, I believe it was. And where do we get our sustenance from? The sun. And when we leave from this world, we will not die. We can't die. The only thing that dies is this body. You know that body that you had when you were 2 years old? It's gone. You know that body you had when you were 6 years old? It's gone. How about the one that when you were 16, 20, 24, 30? It's gone. The one that you are right now that you were 5 minutes ago, it's gone. That's gone. That's the inner truth. And this body will decompose. It'll go back to the earth. I mean, you're not going to leave the earth. I don't care if you're buried or if you're cremated. Your body is not leaving this earth. It's going to become part of the earth, part of the plants that the sun feeds. So the next crop of ETs will come down here and consume those plants, or consume the meat that ate the plants, or consume the water that the